we have task 16. Task 16 is about ensure knowledge transfer. Before I start explaining the task written for that, always remember that as a project manager, it's your responsibility to collect the lesson learned from each and every team member before they leave. No one should leave the project without giving the lesson learned. No issue should be closed without collecting the lesson learned. No problems will be resolved, and without collecting the lesson learned, you will close them out. So you have to ensure that there is a proper mechanism of collecting the lesson learned, and it has to be done accordingly. So discuss project responsibilities with the team, that who can do what, outline expectations for working environment by using the team charter and ground rules. That's what we expect from all of you. Confirm approach for knowledge transfer, that do we have the valid mechanism, do we have the right questions available to be asked, do we have a knowledge database which can be like providing you back the information. It's not like I just collected the lesson and put the folder in the shared folder, and now when you need to search it, you cannot find it. No, there should be a proper mechanism, document repository. So when you search those things, they can be easily available, like SharePoint servers type of tools available in the market. So you can search that knowledge. So this goes actually what we are trying to say. So you should have to have a proper PMIS, Project Management Information System. So when you have a proper PMIS, you can manage these things easily, update them, access them accordingly. These things will help you to resolve the problems. Let's go and solve the question related to this. A senior developer leaves mid-project. Their responsibilities were not fully documented, but team member believe they understand the system. Their responsibilities were not fully documented, but team members believe they understand the system. What should the PM do first? Reassign tasks to remaining team members, conduct structured knowledge capture sessions, accelerate hiring, a replacement, escalate staffing risk to sponsor. What do you think is the better answer here? We don't do this, right? Project manager does not hire, does not fire a resource. So reassign tasks to remaining team members or conduct structured knowledge capture sessions. So yes, better answer is B here. Very good. Next. Team members complain about inconsistent communication norms and unclear response expectations during remote collaborations, which is very common. When you're working remotely, you send a message, the other person does not reply, even though they show green in the status. What is the most appropriate action? Increase meeting frequency, outline working environment expectations within the team, replace remote members with on-site staff, escalate productivity concerns to HR. So problem is, we need to establish the ground rules, and we need to let them follow the team charter. And what other thing comes in your mind? You should provide them the proper co-working space, which is called as virtual co-location. So you need to have a proper shared virtual co-location where team can collaborate and can work multiple teams together. And when multiple teams working together, and you need to keep the transparent communication, which tool is better for you? What tool can be used when multiple teams can work together and you don't want to disturb them, but you want to be updated from their progress? What we can use? We can use fishbowl window. The word transparency means fishbowl, which is very clear, and you can see all the teams what they are discussing. You don't interrupt them. You just keep looking and keep thinking what they are doing. And then if there is something which alerts you, note the point and then ask them individually or separately without disturbing them. Very good. Next. Your project is nearing deployment. Operations will maintain the solution. Technical documentation exists, but operation team expresses uncertainty about ownership boundaries. Technical documentation exists, but operation team expresses uncertainty about ownership boundaries. Which document can resolve this problem properly? Which document can resolve this problem properly, appropriately? Thank you very much. Exactly. Racy. What should the PM do next? Provide documentation access, facilitate knowledge transfer workshops, close the project transfer system access immediately. So correct answer is your task providing will not resolve the issue. Like I provide you the simulator, you solve it, you don't solve it, then progress will not be measured. We are doing the sessions, so we are finding the gaps. So yes, better answer is facilitate. Very good. Let's go next. A hybrid project involves both agile teams and functional departments. Confusion exists over who approves configuration changes. What should the PM do first? Who approves configuration changes? In which document it should be mentioned? First answer this. What we need to have, what we will review to do this. Answer this first, please. What I said? Answer this first, please. I don't want answer of the question. I want answer of this, please. Who approves configuration changes? Where you will find this information? Configuration changes in resource management plan? Are you sure? Change management system, where you will have the change management plan, where you will have the configuration management system, which will have the governance defined, who can approve what. What should the PM do first? Clarify and document decision rights and responsibility boundaries with governance structure. Clarify and formalize approval authority and responsibility boundaries within governance structure. Escalate approvals conflict to sponsor. Allow team to self-organize approval process. Which authority we have? You have authority of this or you have authority of this. This is the only word which is making them different. What is your authority as project manager? C and D are surely out of league, but please tell me this. What is project manager authority? What he can do or she can do? They can document it or they can formalize something. Documented. Formalization will be done by the change control board or sponsor. You are not that person who can approve those things. You will document it, they will approve it, then you will use it. So formalization will not be done by you for those documents. They will be done by the change control board, steering committee, or sponsor. So yes, A is correct answer. These, so that's what I always say. One word will make your life in a different situation. Carefully read the words. Try to understand what they are saying. A key SME will transition to another program. In 4 weeks, the project still depends on their expertise for two remaining milestones. What is the most appropriate action? Exactly. Before any team member leaves, we need to collect the lesson learned. Very good. Next. New team member joins mid-project and begin bypassing established communication protocols, causing duplication of work. Protocols, if you will destroy, process you will destroy, you have to do the rework anyway. What should the PM do first? Enforce compliance with strict penalties, reconfirm team norms and working agreements, escalate behavior to sponsor, replace new team members. This will be our exactly first choice, and then if they are repeating the thing, then you can go for second. But first, you will go with the ground rules and team chart. Very good. A complex integration relies on tacit knowledge that is difficult to document fully. We know that tacit document is very difficult to document. SME plans to leave soon. How will you collect tacit knowledge from that person? Question always have the answer. And something cannot be documented, so there is no benefit of increasing the documentation. Record video walkthroughs, maybe, but only no. Tacit knowledge collection is best when you pair the people with others. Next, at project closure, stakeholders are satisfied. However, no formal ownership matrix for post-project support exists. What should the PM do first? Close project immediately to avoid cost overrun, confirm support ownership before closure, escalate lack of ownership to execute board, transfer all documentation to shared repository. Exactly. And because of this, B is correct answer. Next, due to tight schedule, team members skip documenting configuration decisions. They argue that documentation can occur after go live. How can I guarantee that you will remember this? What is the response or appropriate response? You cannot do this. You cannot do this. So options are B and C. What are the correct options? Exactly. We cannot escape, but we can go with the lightweight documentation. Very good. Next, a multi-year transformation project will transition leadership next quarter. Governance processes are well documented, but stakeholder relationships are largely informal. What is the most appropriate action? My task as a project manager to facilitate. Very good. You have done well here also.